Hey, what's up, fellow assassins? Thank you for coming back to my channel and thank you for supporting my videos. And today I'm going to share the build which I'm using on every PvP events such as Guild League, Guild Expeditions, and Arena. As we know for now, even with the improvement of the grimtooth damage in the current patch, we still cannot be rely too much on the grimtooth skills. The reason is simple. It's because the Verus cores that we are really needed to support the grimtooth to be more efficient, uh, to be more effective on the PvP is not there yet. So we need to find another way to help us Katar assassin to create an impact on PvP event and help our teammate to win the game. So without further ado, let's going into my build. So the first is the skills. As for now, we still don't have any supporting Verus Core to make our grimtooth skills used outside of the hiding status. So it means once you're being detected by sight or being detected by ruach or detect sniper skill, then we won't be able to do anything if you only rely on the grimtooth skills, right? So that's why in this case we have to pick another skills which help us to create impact for the team and also survive in the PvP event. And this is the skill that I'm using for my PvP. Okay, in the first job section, I'm not using double attacks since I'm using Katar. I'm only put 4 points in here just as a prerequisite to reach 40% 40 points distribution. And I'm maximizing these Avenom skills because I really need these Avenom skills to create poison status to the enemy. The reason of that is because this poison status will be useful to boost up the poison damage by Avenom Blade, which I'm going to share with you later on. Okay. On the second job skills, I'm maximizing hiding research and also backslide hiding to keep me 0-5 on the PvP events, and I'm only putting 5 points on the enchant poison. The reason is because in the PvP, sometimes enemies are using poison reduction card such as Argyop card or Mist card that make our weapon that already enchanted with poison will give them very small damage. That's why usually to buff my weapon and boost the damage, I'm only using ancient deadly poison. And in my second job, I'm also maximizing grimtooth skills to attack while hiding, and I'm also maximizing the sonic blow for level 10. The reason is because the sonic blow will give us a chance to make enemies stun for 2.5 seconds in the level 10. So when you are trying to attack the enemy from the close range and those enemy trying to keep a distance from you or trying to escape, you can use this sonic blow to prevent them to running around. On Tron's second job, enchant deadly poison and find weaknesses is my mandatory skills because these two skills is going to boost my damage to the enemy. While I'm also using a poisonous blade, this skills is help me to attach poison from the distance, but also giving a small damage to the enemy. Poison react is another survivability skills. And the last one is the Avenom Blade, and this is a game changer skill for me because this skill is really good for me when doing a PvP. The reason of it is because this skill can be used to chase the enemy while you are hiding. So when you are using these skills or while hiding, then when you click the skills and attack the enemy with this, you can jump your characters directly to the enemy and giving them a high throughput damage. So it will be really useful for us for chasing the enemy that have a low HP on it and kill them. Another good thing for the Envenom Blade is because remember when I'm saying that uh, I need to give the enemy poison status, right? Because when the enemy have a poison status on it, and we are using the Envenom Blade to attack them, the damage of the Envenom Blade will be multiplied, and the multiplication is really big, and sometimes it will double your damage. And I will show you how big the difference between the Envenom Blade to the enemy without poison status and compared to the enemy with poison status. As you can see, I'm using dummy in here with a neutral element, medium size, and also a demi-human. This is reflection of the player status right now. And I'm going to use this damage immunity against specific abnormal status to prevent the dummy to get poison status. Okay, so I confirm. As you can see, even I attack this dummy with Envenom Blade, Envenom, or even I'm giving them Venom Dust, there's no abnormal status in the dummy. And as you can see, the damage of the Envenom Blade in here, it's around 50k or lower, right? 50k, yeah, 47k in here. But if I'm allowing this dummy to get a poison status, okay, and I giving this dummy a poison status in here using a Venom Dust, as you can see, the dummy gets poison status, and I'm trying to attack him with Envenom Blade, the damage is doubled, right? It reached 100k damage, as you can see. Okay. In the equipments, I don't think there's much changes in my equipments. The only major differences is on the cards. So when I'm doing a PvP events, I'm usually using a Scale worker card and also Awaken Hydra Illusion card to create more damage to the enemy. Ideally, you should have the Scale worker and also Hydra without Illusion card. So you need to get the real Hydra card, so it will give more damage to the enemy if you are using that. For the feathers, I'm using combination between time, space, day, and sky. This combination will boost the ignore defense points on my characters. As you know that this ignore defense will give you a huge improvement when damaging the enemy player. And in the defense part, the feather I'm using is combination between dark and light to boost the PvP damage. For the pet, I'm using all pet which gave me ability to survive, such as Bulldog and Child of Earth, which can protect me from the high burst damage, while I'm also using a Candlemorn and Melee for healing. And all my pet, I'm giving all the equipments that give the CD acceleration status, so they can spam the protection skills to help me survive from the damage while I'm giving the damage to the enemy. On my Verus Core setup, my Verus Core setup is really rely on the core overload, which give me a random additional damage, poison boost, which give me the poison damage boost, concealed teeth, and this is the one that give a higher output when you are attack the enemy from hiding. So the one that I showed you earlier, my Envenom Blade, while hiding is producing a higher damage throughput, is because this Verus Core. And the Grimtooth, Grimtooth Verus Core is to improve my Grimtooth damage. On my Sigil setup, I don't have a good Sigil yet, but I'm just putting the combination of Gate of Suffering for damage and the combination of Deadlock Aura, Swift Breakout, and Flowing Shield to keep me alive. And the last and the most important thing for me is the play style. I think as I'm aware my defense is very low, so I cannot be the player who always shown myself and hit the enemy directly. So hide and seek I think is the most viable play style for me. So I can create impact by ambush the enemy with a low defense and also distract the enemy to let our teammate free hit. So usually I'm putting auto attack and sonic blow in my auto skill slot, so I can keep a distance close with the enemy with a low physical defense. So that's all I can share on my videos today. If you feel this content is useful for you, please help me to hit the like button, share with the others, and don't forget to subscribe and hit notification bell so you can receive notification if I'm upload my new video. Okay, see you again on the next video. Peace out and bye bye there.